Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and today I want to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart. I'm 80 years old coming up, and I think it's probably behooves us to leave an easy path for our family to follow when it comes to disposal of our estate and looking after what we got to pass on and to keep the records kind of going. So I'm going to just show you a neat thing that I'm using, and I don't have all the answers, but I want to share some ideas. This is a ring binder. You buy them at Walmart, and they've got plastic pages you can slide pages in with written information on them. So I'll just show you that, and you'll see automatically what it is. So the ring binder itself is a 3-ring binder like that, and then the binders open up, and then the plastic pages are plastic pages that contain the regular pages. So I'll just put a little note on there. We're responsible to leave a clear path when we leave, you see. I'm just going to read this off now. We have prepaid funeral and grave plot and a grave marker in place. We have our MAID forms, which are medical assistance and death forms completed, witnessed, and with doctor and family. We have a 3-ring binder and plastic sheet, pages of illustrated instructions for our 2 sons. First page shows names of people with phone numbers to advise after the death. Second page shows all pension numbers and phone numbers to cut off pensions. Another page that shows all phone numbers and cell phone numbers and account numbers to be cancelled. Another page that shows all credit card numbers and phone numbers to be cut them off. Note all credit cards, health card, and driver's license medical cards were placed face down on a photocopy machine and copied along with a letter, easy for reference and easy to put into the ring binder into the plastic pages. Also a copy of the will and the power of attorney and a representation agreement in one folder. A signed copy of a vehicle transfer signed for easy transfer or sale. A copy of insurance policy for vehicles. A copy of the house insurance policy and or contents. A written funeral announcement of the life and work history obituary. A letter outlining disposal of home contents. A bank printout of all bank account and tax-free savings numbers. A copy of all life insurance policy company and policy number. And a copy of all legal documents and registration of land or house. So by having this folder, it allows it's kind of an index. Inside there's a special page now. There's also a page containing electrical services account numbers and provider phone number, copy of instructions for final securement location of ashes for both parents, letter of suggestion for a cremation of life for both parents in one gathering, and a gathering inviting local friends and family for coffee and cake after the death, photos for display. A thank you to doctors and chocolates and family and doctors and nurses at emergency ward, and thank you for staff and for their service and caring. Now inside the ring binder, we've got pages here, action required. These are the services that have to get cut off. And the settling of the estate, to tell what to do with the stuff. We're giving most of the stuff to charity that the family don't want. Talks about the splitting of the money that's in the estate. Page that shows how to do that. Costs of to do with apartment and the contents, disposal, and the vehicle costs, and how it's going to be shared between the 2 boys or bought by one or whatever. And then at the very end, there'll be a split of the money that's in the account. Paying of the funeral expenses. I have a prepaid funeral plan. And all that stuff is in the binder here. And a copy of the will and the power of attorney and all that's here too. So the 2 boys have a ring binder each. And that we have that to have 2. Now the idea about having 2 people is the fact that, let's say that one of them, let's say that you have an executor, one of the sons as an executor. Now, heaven forbid, but you know what happens, like I'm going to pass away and who knows, maybe one of the sons would be into an accident. So the idea behind having 2 folders, each son has a folder. One son is the executor and the other one is the backup person, just in case. Let's say that I pass away and then something happened to the older son and he couldn't do the executor job. Well, the second folder is made up exactly the same. So the person knows exactly what's going on. Both people, the person who made up the information knows what's going on, laid it out, and a copy for each son. So that makes it a little bit easier to understand. It's tough enough. Now, we went with a prepaid funeral and chose cremation. That's what we had for my wife as well. So we've chosen that here. And we've chosen the MAID instruction, that's medical assistance in death. And mine reads, signed by 2 doctors and my 2 sons, that if I'm in a hospital with an incurable disease, or I got Alzheimer's so bad and I don't know my sons anymore, I don't want to live any farther. That gives them power to get the doctor to come in and administer the fatal administration of a shot to put you to sleep forever. Take the final trip into heaven. So I just thought I'd share that information with you. I don't have all the answers, but I just want to share things with you to maybe pick up some ideas. Maybe you've got some ideas that beat mine all to pieces. And if you have, I'd appreciate it if you'd tell me. So have a nice time. And we're not trying to hurry the end of life here, but just trying to share ideas. And it's how we learn. We learn from each other. And why should we continue to make mistakes if we can learn from another person? So have yourself a good evening and good night for now. Bye.